recently, I asked you guys for some video ideas. That's in quotes because I don't know how recently 2 months ago counts as. If you want, you can still go comment on that community post. I'll put the link to that in the pinned comment. Anyways, one of you guys' ideas was Obby Creator myth busting, alternatively JToH myth busting, and I liked that idea. So in another recent community post, I asked for some Obby Creator and JToH myths, and today I'm going to be testing them. If you go on to enjoy today's video, please consider subscribing. I'd love to hit 3,000 subscribers this year. So thanks for the idea to Absolute Simplicity, from whom our first myth was given. Can you launch yourself from your obby to the end of someone else's obby? So I'm going to see if I can launch myself to the end of this obby. Now I'm pretty sure this doesn't work. Like I think if you try to like go across this gap, it doesn't let you. It'll like kill you. Watch. Oh, wait, was that insta kill? Hold on. I mean, that may or may not actually be an insta kill. Let's see. Okay, I guess you can jump to the end here. Let's try getting to a different one. Maybe this one. This time I'll actually try, like, launching myself. So, okay, I've actually kind of tried doing something like this before. So in one of the Easter egg hunts, there's, like, in the center of the map, like, over here somewhere, there was a teleporter to, like, a cave thing, which you could see in the distance. It was, like, over here somewhere. So I thought, are you supposed to launch yourself over there? So I believe what I did was I made a super long conveyor at max speed, and I also made the gravity as low as possible, so you jump extremely high as well, and gave myself really high walk speed. Okay, so now I need to walk super fast up here. I guess I'll exit edit mode. And awkward silence. There we go. The issue is it deactivates the thing, like the effect, when you exit your own obby. Okay, let me try this again. But this time I'm going to jump earlier so that I'll get really high up. So once I reach about the peak, there we go. That didn't work. Let's try to get to the end of this obby, or like onto there. Okay, there we go. Now let me delete these and jump. Okay, there, I did actually land here. So I guess it is possible to do that. But yes, this myth is true, because you can indeed launch yourself like that. Okay, maybe I'm not exactly testing them of whether they're true or false, because they're like questions, which I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but yeah. Okay, our second myth. Can you go to other obbies beside featured obbies using the fly tool? And there's a response to this comment saying you could if you fly high enough. So I guess we kind of already tested that, but we'll try this again. So let's just go all the way to the top here. I should probably be able to make this jump. It's not really a jump though. Yeah, if I line it up right. There we go. I guess I can still try this with the fly tool. Okay, yes you can. You can destroy unanchored parts in Obby Creator with Rocket. By the way, I love your videos. Thank you. The only way to get unanchored parts in Obby Creator is using push blocks. So you can see you can push these around. So now I'm going to take a gear part and give myself a rocket. And what's the highest damage I can make this give? Okay, 100. And the answer is no. You can't destroy them. Now, I did expect it to, like, move them, though. Like, from the explosion. Can you glitch into the wall behind total oof sign in ring 5 without T-pose or helicopter powers? Okay, let's head to Obby Creator. I mean, JToH. Okay, here we are in JToH. Let's go to ring 5. Okay, so is this the wall? I think this is what they were talking about. So I'm not really sure how you would with T-pose or helicopter powers. Let me think how I could get in here. Probably I'd have to, like, corner clip, but that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe they turned it on for this specific part, though. Maybe I can flat wall, which is basically corner clipping, which was also patched. Wait, what's this? I didn't know this existed. There's like an Easter egg in here. But it's gonna look like this is no. You can't glitch back here. When you see 3,285 poorly made doors copies in the featured obbies area, then look at a really good obby you've made with not even a fraction of those likes, do you go mentally insane and lose all your faith in the Obby Creator community? I've prepared a scripted response to this. Enjoy this extra footage from the Tower of Inverted Structure video while I talk about this. So if you don't know, there's this popular horror game on Roblox called Doors, and a ton of people have recreated it in Obby Creator, which has happened with other popular games and trends in the past. Yeah, obbies like these get a ton of likes even when they're sometimes pretty low quality, which is definitely frustrating. But the good news is that this isn't like the YouTube algorithm where the more likes on a video, along with many other factors, make it get recommended to more users. At least not to the same extent. The only way the like count on your obby can help it be more popular is if you get like thousands of likes to get onto featured obbies, which is the top 1,000 most liked obbies, or if you get hundreds of likes within a short time frame, putting your obby on the trending obbies thing. But even then, the obby will be not trending after like a week or two. Basically, what I'm saying is to not worry about the like count on your obby. Personally, I'm more interested in the views my videos of me building the obbies get, because that's how most people know my obbies, mostly by watching the videos of me building them. But I do understand that this doesn't apply to people who don't make videos of what they build. So to answer the question, no, I don't go mentally insane and lose my faith in the Obby Creator community, because I know that there are plenty of good and original obbies people have made which absolutely deserve a lot of likes, whether they actually get them or not. What easing style makes you travel the fastest? So there are really two things this question could mean. It could either mean which one gets you to the destination the fastest, or which one, like, at all reaches the fastest speed. But if you think about it, the first one doesn't really make any sense, because they're all going to reach it at the same time, because it's just whatever you set the move time to. So I tried looking at, like, the graphs for these, which I already did for the sign easing style, which I talked about in a YouTube short. And there is such thing as a sigmoid function, but then I have to, like, figure out how to, like, scale the graph to make it look exactly like it does here, which took like an hour to figure that out for sine, which meant it would take another hour and like 5 hours total. Not actually, because some of them are easier than others. Like no easing style is just linear, so that one's really easy. But if we also just like look at them all side by side, I think it's this one that goes the fastest. Like if you look at any of the other ones besides this one, you can kind of see how fast they move, but this one kind of appears to move down about a stud pretty much immediately. And so does this one, but you can see this one does get lower than the exponential as it goes down. Or it's higher if it goes up, but I do think it is this one. This one wasn't really a true or false statement, so it's not true or false necessarily, but the answer is circular is the fastest. We're going to do some post-commentary on this next myth, which was how far can you travel in 10 seconds, where anything was allowed except for flinging. So I had kind of two ideas for what I was going to do here. The first was to use a high-speed conveyor along with high walk speed, and the second was to use a moving platform. So by using a conveyor, with the highest speed it could be set to, that being 100, and a speed pad, setting your walk speed to the highest, which was 64, then you could actually cross the whole obby plot in less than 10 seconds. So I used wedges to make it so it would like quickly turn you at a 90-degree angle and not fling you off the conveyor. And I used these things on the third conveyor. They're every 50 studs, so I can kind of count how far I traveled. And using moving platforms didn't really work because, like, if you set it to go too fast, you fall off of it. So you can go 1,000 studs if you use no easing style and go across the whole thing, but you can go more than 1,000 studs by using conveyors. So that means that this is the answer. Our next myth is if you use helicopter powers right after T-pose, your legs go invisible. I don't have T-pose and helicopter powers, so I'm gonna have to buy them now. Luckily, they're not very expensive, and I'm happy to support the game anyway. Okay, there, I bought them now. It says reset after buying your game pass to receive your product. Or maybe I have to rejoin. Let me try that. There we go. Okay, so I've never actually used these. Okay, I thought it was like a click toggle, but no, it's click and hold. And this one, also the same thing. So, if you use helicopter powers right after you use T-pose, so like maybe just like spam them randomly. Like you can see if I do this, my legs go invisible. So like I guess what we're trying to end up is in like this where I have none of them active and have invisible legs. Oh, I seem to have gotten it. Aha, okay, I'm not really sure what I did. It involves switching them really quickly though and clicking at like the exact nanosecond. There, I have invisible legs. I'm glad that worked, because that would be kind of disappointing to have used the Robux and not even have this work. Okay, and you can also just use this to get your legs back. Okay, that's how you do that, I guess. So, okay, what you want to do is use helicopter powers, and then quickly press this key at, like, 1, or whatever button it is to switch to that, and then click at the same second. But sometimes it takes a few attempts. So this myth is true. You can make your legs invisible by using these. Alright, here's our final myth of the video. If you had a jump or speed booster and you jumped to another person's obby, would you still have the effect? I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work because, like the reply to this comment said, all effects are reset when you exit your own obby. We'll just try this with increased walk speed. So we'll do just 32, I guess. Yeah, you can see if it does that, then that's going to happen. But here's something I've seen people do. If you put this right on the edge, then you can, like, get walk speed like this in the lobby. But then when you enter an obby, it's going to reset it. But might that only apply to your own obby? Let's try that. Yeah, no. But what if we, like, jump from the top of my obby slot down like I did earlier? Let's see if that works. Probably not, because you're still, like, entering the other obby slot. But we'll give it a test anyway. Yeah, no, you can see it slowed me back down. That's going to conclude today's video. I may or may not do another one of these, but if I do, you can leave a comment with some more myths for me to bust. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.